Hello, folks. This is Bugsy. Well, technically it's me, but it's also a little bit of a fan bread basher time. Okay, a lot of you probably already know why I did hate CatCon with a fiery passion. But let's just say everything that I've talked about with CatCon is going exactly how I predicted it. And people, if you have an iPhone, look at Nintendo's freaking stocks. Look at their stocks. And then compare it. Compare it to Sega's and Nintendo's. I mean, you guys can say whatever you want about Nintendo, but they brought it. Freaking Capcom was like, I know the Raging Hogs like was tripping actually kind of being a little bit of I wouldn't say he was a douche. It was just the way he was talking about like how people are tripping out about who's going to buy Nintendo. But he did raise it. When I was watching his video, he did raise an interesting question. He did raise an interesting point. Whoever does buy Capcom, they will have Capcom's debt as well as a few other things. So whoever really buys Capcom, whoever really buys out Capcom at this point, I mean, I'm not saying Capcom's dead. I mean, I was hoping, like, when I heard the news at first, I was hoping, like, ding dong, Capcom's dead, Capcom's dead. And I thought they would do it like THQ, like how certain people did with THQ's, IPs, where they go to different people and whatnot. But what I'm trying to say is, what I'm basically trying to say to every last one of you is, what I'm saying to all of you is like this. I personally want Nintendo to have Mega Man. Yes, I want, because I've been saying KG and Afune should have Mega Man, but I really think Nintendo can do a lot of with their properties, a lot of their old properties that really haven't seen the light of day since the freaking 90s. So I'm just saying, it feels up to me that Nintendo should have Capcom. I mean, it makes perfect sense. We won't have to wait for a new Mega Man game. With freaking Nintendo will probably be there in a year, but we get it. I'm just saying from a logical standpoint, I think Nintendo should basically have Capcom. Oh, Capcom, I didn't really even know about your freaking debt. Oh my god. Oh, Capcom, you continue, like, whenever I say, oh, Capcom, I mean to the heads of Capcom. So, like, in my old videos, whenever I'm referring to, like, oh, Capcom, I'm pretty much talking to the heads of the people who run Capcom. And to them, I'd like to say, was it worth it? Was it worth it with all the freaking DLC you cut? All the costumes that you freaking all the alternate costumes that you overpriced and put as DLC, was it all worth it? Because let me tell you something, Capcom, you may have done a little bit right by the fans by putting out DuckTales Remastered, but at the end of the day, you guys are taking a pretty big hit. And I always said it would come back to haunt them, and it totally has. again, I mean, like I say, the only people that really should have any, like, that should be, the only people that should buy out Capcom is Nintendo to me. Because again, they be doing something for Mega Man. And maybe even probably we get that Mega Man MMO we wanted. Probably. I mean, I'm not really saying it might happen, but I don't know. I think if Nintendo really wanted to do that, they could probably do it. But then again, I could be wrong. Whoever buys out Capcom from this point on, I hope they do a better job than Capcom as a whole, personally. And for the companies that will, for one of the companies that will buy out Capcom, I have this to say: don't try to follow Capcom's mistakes, because it's stuff that they've pulled in the past is the reason why they're in this mess. And trust me, you don't want to. You should do something to make what they did a little bit better. And hey, I really think if Nintendo, if Nintendo grabs it, they can probably redo Mega Man Legends. Dudes, think about that for a minute. Mega Man Legends. Okay. Alrighty. I just had to get that out of my system. And guys, seriously, if you have an iPhone, look at freaking Capcom's stocks. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's really funny. Also tomorrow will probably be my last day of making a video until Tuesday. But tomorrow I'm gonna try and I want to do a retrospective of Sonic cartoons, because in a few months Sonic Boom will be approaching us pretty soon, and I want to at least I want to tell you about the Sonic cartoons of yesteryear, and I just want to talk about it. I'm not gonna review them, because if I do, it would be it's a really long video, and I will talk about some episodes here and there. I will talk about Sonic Underground. Sonic Underground is not that bad. Trust me, Sonic X was good before Chris was like the sole benefactor of the show. And when I really think about it, Sonic wasn't even in the show that much. Sometimes it was all about Chris. And people, if you think I'm lying, look at it. Just look at the series as a whole. But anyways, I'm not going to talk about that until tomorrow. So, see you guys later. And Capcom, you know which finger all these fans are holding up right now. And we hope your company gets owned by people that know what they're doing, and people that don't try to scam more money out of people than they scam money out of people by cutting DLC and stuff. I'm still mad about Mega Man, but I am also mad about freaking the disc lock content on Street Fighter. Oh, and last thing, Capcom, before I get out of here, you all freaking Ultra Street Fighter 4. Were you high? That's all I gotta say.